Happy Sunday. We have a very special guest. It is one of my favorite people, well, animals. What is he? Animal person in the whole world. It is Rob Wicall, which is he's probably known for a lot of things, but what he's mainly known for is being the Spurs Coyote during our champion. What years were you the Coyote there, Rob?
I worked for the Spurs from 2000 to 2016.
So you're lucky charm there.
Yeah.
Do you still have the outfit?
Years. I don't have the outfit, nor it was stinky. Turn that thing in. I have some neat photos, memories, and rings though.
But no Febreze.
Oh no, I still have Febreze. I still use that.
Yeah,
and Lysol. Yeah.
And Lysol doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just hit it. I just hit that hard.
So Rob, you are one of the beloved characters in San Antonio history. Just to let you know, we're very honored to have you on the show. Thanks for hanging out with us. But let's talk about what's happened since, because you retired right before the playoffs last year.
And you're the best mascot. Like, why did you stop doing it?
Time got the best of me, and you know, I did it for so long, and I loved it, but I never wanted the character to take a dive because of me. So physically, I felt like I'm starting to slow down.
So those trampoline slam dunks just got the best of you?
Right. It's sort of that kind of thing. It was like, I have a form of arthritis, and so that was sort of slowing me down. So I knew, like, when I did a handstand and I would walk on my hands, that my back wouldn't quite get as far over, so I was fighting it, and just little things like that. So I was like, I really don't want to do a handstand.
So even coyotes go through that?
Yeah.
Even coyotes go through that. I had popped my hamstring, so I used to do this like jump splits thing, and that was sort of a thing I would do a lot. But I popped my hamstring, and a couple years ago.
Was it during the game?
During a game.
Nice.
Yeah, during a dance with the dancers, and it was like, it just wasn't coming back right. When you're old and you pop a hamstring, it doesn't.
Speaking of the dancers, do you know a lot of them, or just wondering?
I know maybe half of them. Yeah, they seem to change a lot. But yeah,
Bobby likes to date them after they're silver dancers. Once they become like bronze dancers, that's when he starts.
Right.
Copper dancers are the best.
Yeah.
Hey, they still placed.
Yeah. They still place. They are. It's a participation medal. So, but for the most part, you were just having a good time, and you were doing so. There was. What was that, an 18-year run that you were with them?
16
16-year run?
16 years, yeah.
And then it was just, Body said it was time. And
plus I had other things,
Sure.
You get to this point where creatively, it was like, I wanted to go other directions and do some other new things. And so that's what I'm doing now, which is new and exciting and fresh for me.
So let's talk about this. So what are you doing now that you've left the great Spurs organization that I love so dearly?
Trying to start a radio show.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Oops.
Competition.
I say when I left, I took some time and just opened myself up to the universe and to see sort of what came my way.
Sure.
And really what kept falling into my lap was people saying, you should speak. People want to hear what you did.
Well, you kept quiet for 16 years.
Yeah,
you have a lot
I never
to say.
did talk. Yeah, and even when I was a Coyote, if somebody found out, oh, this guy's the Coyote, it was immediately, is that a full-time job? Is the suit hot? What do you do on days off?
Do you still have the suit?
Yes, do you still
do you
have
know
the
the
suit?
silver dancer? Yes.
Yeah, awkward questions like that all the time. Yeah, it's embarrassing. So I got that anyway when I was the Coyote. So when I left, now I have the wherewithal to be able to talk about it.
Right.
And so people just kept saying, I want to hear about it. I want to hear about it. I want to hear about it. So I felt like that was something that I should do. And so what I didn't want to do, though, is just be narcissistic about it and just tell stories about me.
Right.
So I took some time and really thought about, what did I do? Why was it successful? Where was I good? And
well, let's talk about that real quick. Cause I remember we met each other through mutual friend Wes Byerga, by the way. It's a little name drop. Watch that, it's right there. But you actually were telling me about, it was like a game against the Lakers. We're down by 14. 3 minutes left, something like that. What happened?
So this story, and this is one of these things that I'll tell you, when it happened and when I was in my career, it's stuff you don't think about necessarily till I left and really was like, what happened? Was this real life?
Right.
Wait, that's another. So what it was whenever Lakers, probably 05, 06. I think we even talked about we tried to figure out the year.
Yeah, it was for 05, and we had to go through them to make it to the
So
finals.
Spurs are losing, and a typical mascot, there's what they call a hot timeout, which means Spurs make a basket.
Yeah.
And they're up by 3. Everybody, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
music. Everybody goes nuts. Mascot comes out, and most mascots are just sort of part, like maybe they got the cheerleaders doing something, and the
Sure.
mascot holds up a sign, and yay, and he's
Right.
just part of the gig.
Right.
Coyote was a little more, a larger part of that, in which he would come out and get the crowd like, you cheer, no, you quiet, you cheer, you quiet, you know,
Right,
and
right.
run that crowd, which is already a step above what your average mascot would do.
Sure.
And so that was the gig. I mean, I knew how to do that well. But this game, Spurs are down. And it's just frustrating, you know, as a competitive
Yeah.
guy.
Because you're down.
like,
You're
come
part of the
on.
team. You're losing.
And it's like, I'm putting forth so much effort.
You need
Like,
another ring.
yeah, come on.
And yet people are
Get out
staring
there.
at their phones and they're
It's just
checked
bad,
out.
right? And I'm
Yeah.
in the back, and I would just feel it in my gut, like the energy of the building is.
Yeah.
And so, so Spurs were down by 14.
Right.
Lakers score. So it's a down timeout,
Yeah.
right? And I remember just like, no, I'm not going to accept this. Put the head on, stomped out to the court, and sort of was just made the motion like, give it to me.
Yeah.
Give me this.
And you're
timeout.
staring at people. You were telling me you're staring at people that were just like just on their phone or checked out.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's
You just stare-
you
you're
know how
staring
you
at
get the people that might stand up, but they got their arms
With the golf
crossed.
clap, yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
don't believe it.
Right.
And so I came out and, you know, motion like,
Get up.
get up,
Let's do
give a
it.
noise, and it was just like not much of it,
Right.
and I didn't stop.
Right.
No.
Until the whole crowd was sick.
Up, you pointing to you, up, you get up, you know,
Right.
worked them till it started to get a little momentum, and by the end of the timeout, everybody was up, hot music, and the Spurs won that game. Never lost by more than 14
I remember the
points.
game. It was one of the
So you
best.
turned
games.
around the energy. You made.
I don't know if I did. I just know
That's
I got.
his
I
job.
give it to you. That should be a
I just know I got frustrated.
That's his job. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to talk with Rob Wicall a little bit more about what he's been doing since the Spurs. You can check him out. What's the website for you, buddy?
WhyCallRob.com. WhyCall.
And
Like
you can-
WhyCall Rob.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Be a fan of our show on BobbyandJJRadio.com.